Good morning, ladies. Today I'm gonna show you this very simple look. I think it's very minimalistic, modern. It took me around 10 minutes to finish, and I really love this accent on the eyes. And I'm using this palette. This is Violet Voss, the rainbow palette, and I'm gonna use just two colors from this palette to create this look. My name is Julia, and in this channel I'm committed to share my passion for simple and wearable makeup. I also plan to share some skincare, hair care, and probably talk about my nails as well. If you're interested in any of this, then click the subscribe button below so that you get notification when I upload the next video. All right, let's start. Right now I have applied the skincare on my face, and this is the way it is. So I'm gonna start with the foundation. Usually I use two foundation mixed together. This one is the simple foundation without any special effects, so-called Zelens Use Glow. And this one is Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. It's very, very glowy. It has a lot of these pearly particles inside, and if I use it on my own, my face look almost metallic shine. So I don't really like to use it on its own, but I love mixing it together. So this is how much foundation I use, and then I add tiny little bit of this tinted moisturizer. So this is how much I'm gonna use. Okay. And then I mix it together on my hand, and I apply it with my hands. I try to apply a thin layer all over my face, thin and uniform layer. So I start with the nose, and then I spread it all around the eyes and on the eyelids as well, because my eyelids are a few shades darker than the rest of my skin on the face, so that's why I want to even out the tone. And instead of using concealer for that, I just use a foundation everywhere. And then I kind of massage it into my face to spread it evenly, just to make sure that I didn't miss anything, because sometimes you can miss part of the face, especially here or here. Okay, now it looks pretty even, and let's do one more under the eyes carefully. Okay, perfect. So the next one is blush. I'm kind of boring person and I always use the same blush. This is a cream blush, and overall I love using cream products. So this is how I apply it. I use my fingers once again. I apply it tiny little bit here. Basically I apply it under my eyes because the structure of my face is my face is narrow, and I do not have a prominent cheekbones here, right? So I cannot apply it here where most of people apply. I think that's the problem of all people with small face. So I found that for me a better way to apply it is here, like a little bit on the side from my eye. So you see, this is a pupil of my eye, and then I apply the blush a bit here. This is also the way Asian people mostly apply blush, because again, the structure of their face, and it kind of looks nice on them. So because I lived in Asia for quite a while, and I picked a number of things from the local makeup, from Japanese and Korean makeup. I also apply a tiny little bit here, and here, because it's summertime. So this is kind of a natural place to have suntan, a little bit of suntan. Well, I never use suntan, and actually I don't like when my face is tan, but this is more not like a tan, it's like add a freshness to your face, as if you have been walking for a long time in the fresh air, and your skin is have this pinky blushing tone. Okay, so this is done. Now next powder. I apply powder in T-zone, starting with the forehead, and then the eyes. Well, especially now it's important to put the powder on the eyes, because I'm gonna use the powder eyeshadow today, not a cream one, and powder do not stick well to cream products. Actually, I think I forgot one more step. It's okay. So this is the Rare Beauty eyelid primer, and usually on when I do just everyday makeup, I do not use any eye primer. I apply the eyeshadow straight on top of the eyelids. But for the bright colors, like the one that I'm going to use today, it's important to, if you want to make it really bright, you need to apply some eyeshadow primer. And this is what it looks like. It's matte, and I love the color, and though it's too bright for me, but once I blend it in and pat it, it looks better. So I apply it all over the eyelids, starting from one end to another, and even stretch a little bit on top. Okay, see? Okay. And another one. Okay, there we go. Then this one looks tiny little bit whiter, so to even out, I'm gonna add 2 more little dots here. Oh, this one is too small. Okay, there we go. Done. So I just want to touch, it's tiny little bit tacky. I don't think I need any powder on top of that. I don't think it's meant to be used like this. So what I do now is I apply the crease eyeshadow first. For this I use a taupe color. If you watched any other of my video, you already know probably all my products. And this is how I do it. So I stretch the eyelid tiny little bit, and then I don't really like stretching it too much, because then it will distort the shape of the eyelid, and then I may apply it in the wrong place. So I just like lift my eyebrow tiny little bit and stretch the skin just tiny, so that it doesn't have any folds or creases. And then I just apply the darker shadow in this above the fold, actually above, not inside but above, like this. You see? Okay, and then I also can stretch it out tiny little bit. Overall, I want this look to be wearable and something that you can wear even on daily basis. Well, why not? Why can't we wear bright colors on daily basis, right? Honestly, ever since my gray hair grew longer, I really feel like I crave brighter colors around my face. So I have been experimenting a lot with bright makeup, and I even colored my hair pink. And now I'm playing around with the bright eyeshadow. So after all, why not, right? Sometimes we all want to do something that is fun, and using the brown eyeshadows is not always fun. Okay, so now I'm ready to start. So I'm gonna use this bright pink, and for that I'm gonna use one, and I'm gonna need one more brush. Okay, this is a super simple brush. Actually, I got it as a gift with I think it was Shiseido, some Shiseido product, and then they gave me just this brush just for free. So it's super simple, nothing special. It's short and a little bit fluffy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get some product on it like that, and I will try to pat it into the eyelid. So I don't like to cover my whole eyelid with the colorful eyeshadows. Instead, I only draw a very thick line along the lashes. So this is how I do it. Like that. Okay. So basically I kind of build up the color by gently patting it on the, along the eyelid. I do not extend the eyelid beyond my, I do not extend the eyeshadow beyond the lash line. Okay, that's it. So here it what it looks like. So now I think I want to add tiny little bit dimension to this eyeshadow. So what I do is first I just clean my brush like this, and I use a little bit of this pearl white color. It's not really white, it's really, the pearl is quite accurate name for this eyeshadow. It's like white with the yellowish shine. So I applied right in the middle, right above the pupil, and this one I think is tiny bit too much, so like this, and then I do the same on the other side. Okay, I feel like this one is a bit too pale and this one is not pale enough. Okay, see, can you see that this one is a bit too much? Yeah. So if it is too much, I can just simply put a bit of red on top again. And I also apply this pearl white here inside the corner. You see it has this kind of wet metallic shine. Okay, beautiful. Okay, probably a bit dark here. Right now I'm doing my makeup in the bathroom. In 1.5 months we're gonna move to a new apartment, so there I will have better conditions to make video, but for now it is what it is. Okay, I really love it. What do you think? I love it. Okay, so the eyeshadow is over, and now the eyeliner. So I always use the same eyeliner over and over again. If you saw my previous video where I showed the simple makeup, you can see it here. Probably you have already seen this eyeliner, and there I showed how I applied. So I just draw a super thin line all along the lash line. It is really very thin, so I don't want the liner to be very visible, and yet it makes a lot of difference. You see that this eye was not lined yet, and this has an eyeliner. So even though the line is super thin, but you immediately can see the difference, right? The eye look much more defined and highly contrast. So I just extend it tiny little bit outside of the eye as if I'm drawing the last lash, the one that goes up. Okay, there it is. So do you see the difference? This one has eyeliner and this one doesn't have. Sometimes it's difficult to find the correct direction for this little tail. So yeah, sometimes it's just a try and error. So usually the end of my liner line is tiny little bit thicker, you see? And then it goes a little bit up. All right. Just making sure that it's the same, or basically almost the same. I can never really make them exactly the same, but it's okay. Honestly, nobody really gonna compare both of my eyes and check if they're the same or not. Right. So that's done, and now the mascara. When I apply the mascara, I press, first of all, I always use the silicone brush, and this is a simple Maybelline mascara, and then I press it at the base of my lashes, and then I kind of pull them up and put them in the direction that I want them to stay. So all right, there we go. I love it. What do you think? Okay, eyebrows. Fill in the thicker part, and then I use the side of my pencil, not the tip but the side, to fill in this tail that is quite thin. So you see, I kind of press like this and then just draw a line. I know that some people, they like to draw like hairlines there. Honestly, I don't bother. Nobody actually can see it anyway except for me. So this simple trick can do the job. See? It's like done within a second. And here also I fill in whatever gaps here. I draw it tiny little bit straighted. And then I press the pencil like this and just push it. Ta-da! And that's why probably this pencil can last forever. Seriously, this one is already, I think, almost 2 years old. Okay, what is next? Next is, of course, my lip balm. I'm just too lazy to wear any lipstick on daily basis, so I just smack some lip balm. Not some, always the same. This is my all-time favorite. If I ever find any other lip balm, I will let you know. But honestly, this one has no competitors yet. I showed it before. I showed you this before, right? And I cannot find any replacement for this. All right, I think we are done. What do you think? I think it's a perfectly wearable look. You're not gonna shock anybody with these kind of eyeshadows because it is very gentle, and I think it looks very modern, not overdone, minimalistic, and personally I love it. So let me show you again what it looks like. Like that. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for being with me, and let me know in the comments if you like this look and if you ever used any bright, like really bright, unusual colors on your eyes. Let me know. Bye.